questions that have not been asked or answered is this. What is the business of the federal government with a particular trade or a particular tribe? What is the revenue accrued to the federal government as our GDP through Fulani herdsmen and their cattle? Is it not their own personal business? Like I don't longer have a Glow, it's his business. Igbos have spare parts shops all over Nigeria, it's their business. Has there been a time to say, okay, everybody must make a lake all over the federation because of the Jaws? They believe in water, and water is their life. So make lake all over the country for the Jaws to survive. Has there ever been where even Jonathan was there? This question we must ask. Because the Fulani tribe has taken Nigeria for a ride for too long. How can you say your own personal business must now become mandatory on all the people in Nigeria? If they don't allow you to carry cattle and stay in their forest, you will create trouble. And you will even kill and claim ownership of the killing. And nothing will happen to you. You will carry guns where the same government will say everybody should drop their guns. After the people are defenseless, you carry gun and kill. Okay, the government will say they are not aware when the villages were invaded, which is, of course, sometimes the government is not a spirit to be everywhere. Okay, have we invaded the village and they are now staying there? Is the government not seeing them? They invade village and then start to stay in that village and drive away the indigens. So the government is not seeing them also while they are there, already taking over the entire land. Enough of this Fulani up and down. We're not trying to create hatred for Fulanis because I have a lot of Fulani friends. But the issue of saying Fulani tribe will be ahead of everybody because they have been given that chance, because they've been allowed to take undue advantage, should stop now. I can't see any Fulani man coming to occupy my father's land in Benin City and say that because it's Fulani. It is not allowed because we don't do that in their own place also. The government must be very careful about this Fulani affairs. It's very shameful. You come in with one roga for Fulanis. You came in again with a radio station for Fulanis. You came in with going to pay some Fulanis not to keep people in Nigeria. Are this not discriminatory and very stupid? You want the British government to send troops to come and help you, or Americans, who have value for lives of human beings and sanctity of life? For what? They will never near them. They will never come. They are not stupid like you. Say Buhari is begging them to come and bring in AFCON this thing in Africa. For what? When they know you are the agent and the author of confusion in Nigeria. Other people have ruled Nigeria before without all this tribal matter involving yourself into tribalistic matter, nepotism, ethnicity, and everything together. Nobody have had this kind of nonsense before. Then we still have some idiots there like Femi and the rest, Garba Shehu, who don't know their right for, they don't know their birthright, don't know anything, because they are there, their rent is being paid, their allowances is paid, they think they will live forever, and they encouraging the government to be irresponsible by the day. Enough of this nonsense. Evil triumph in a society that lack courageous men. And peace has no alternative. Peace has no alternative. That is my motto. It has no alternative. Enough of disunity created by Buhari's government.
Like they always say, a word is enough for the wise. This is the same thing everybody has been saying over and over again. Are we going to say that Buhari does not know what is good and what is bad? It's like you are just pouring water inside the basket. It cannot stay. Just wasting your time. And that is exactly the way he's behaving. Everything everyone is saying, it's like everybody just be shouting, just be shouting. And I listened to somebody on radio saying that they know that Nigerians will shout that if Buhari wants to come, that he believes that Buhari might want to stay back the third time. Some people say, forget, it's not going to happen. Now, so you go to say, forget, it's not going to happen. Even when Nnamdi Kanu was talking about this issue of S-men, they say, forget, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just trying to be relevant. And the painful aspect, it hurts me all the time that what this man said, all of those things he said are happening now. And nobody is even referring to him. They just believe that it is Igbos. They are the ones having problem. Not that we were not warned. Even up till now, some people are still saying, na lie, na lie. Na lie, na lie. That is what some people are saying. But now, the whole thing is clear. We can all see. It's just like you are pouring water inside basket. That is exactly, like I said from the beginning, that is the way Buhari is behaving. That if you people You can shout all you care. You can make noise all you care. All what he wants to do is what he wants to do. People have talked about this issue of Esme, grazing routes, whatever. And it's, as they are coming, is bringing all manner of nonsense policies. People are rejecting it. And that is why he's not bothered whether the Fulani keep people or not. Of course, he has replied, Governor Autumn, that there's a national program that they've already established to curb this Esme and farmer clashes, according to how they put it. That we refuse to do it, and he's now blaming him. Oh, he has told them, don't come to me. Go and fight security in your own state. You promise your people that you are going to fight security. So all state governors should go and do the needful. And when we know that the system we are running will not allow them to do the needful, to allow the governors to do the needful. How can somebody at that age still be deceiving people? All of the things, the promises he made, none of them is being fulfilled. All the promises, making life uncomfortable for the people, making life hard for the people. See the economy destroyed, security destroyed, reputation, no, everybody just angry, everybody. Disunity he has brought into this country during his own time, it has increased over 300%. And those who are concerned with only their belly, they will tell you that he's doing the right thing. Recently, this man came out and started shouting, oh, IPOB has banned me from going to Igbo land, Joe Igbokwe. I don't even know what is really wrong with them. Wait till you want job at the DM, you want job this and that, you won't go America, you won't go this and that, you won't buy a house for there. You never finish. You don't be waiting me that because of that you cannot say the truth. You cannot say the truth. Recently, I heard somewhere when he was calling these people, IPOB, Joe Igbokwe, referring them to as bandits, that they are bandits. They are bandits. Because you want to look good. Like I've always said, it is the temporary enjoyment or the benefit. That is what they care about. They don't even care about their own children. Because they believe that when they get to that bridge, they will cross it. The issue of Fulani Esme is being linked since Buhari came on board. And he does not listen. He doesn't listen. He doesn't care. These guys are flaunting AK-47 all over the place. None of them has been arrested. Not a single person has been arrested. They will look the other way. The security agents will look at the other way. But when it comes to peaceful protesters, those who are agitated, those who are, campaigning, doing rally, those are the people that they will want to really hold on to tell us that they are working. Very, very, very unfortunate. It is what it is, oh. The way forward is what everybody is looking at. Like I said, even when Dele Momodu was talking, who is to be trusted? Who is to be who is to be trusted? No. Very, 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 very bad. So guys, leave your comment down there below and let's have your take on this.